Okay, so for question number 9, somebody asked me about that on in this session forum. This is question number 9 out of chapter, what is this, chapters 5, I think, in the ThinkDo book. So it's the same thing as question number 16 in the ThinkDo book problem set. So I know that, let's see, they're telling me that 15.6% of all adults uninsured, we take a random sample of 250 adults, I find that 27 of them are uninsured. Now we're going to do, we should do a check and see if this is a binomial probability experiment, a binomial probability distribution, say, or if it's appropriate to use the binomial materials of this. I'm assuming that from adult to adult, that is the probability of being 15.6 adults being uninsured is independent. I'm assuming the probability stays the same. I see a fixed number of trials of 250 adults. So I'm thinking that this is a binomial distribution, which lets me use those binomial techniques. So to find the mean, remember, to find the mean of a binomial probability distribution, you take your size of your sample times the probability of a success. So in this case, we have 250 people in our sample, and the probability that any one adult is uninsured is 0.516. And if we multiply those, we are going to get, let's see here, let me shrink this back up. Let's see, 250, here, let me clear the screen. So 250 times 0.156. So I'm getting a mean of 39. Then to get to, that's the first part, to get the standard deviation for a binomial probability distribution, we just remember just doing n times p times q, or 1 minus p. So I've already done the n times p, that's the 39. So 39 times 1 minus 0.516. Well, let's see, I won't show that on the screen, but all I'm going to do is grab my calculator. And what is 1 minus 0.156? I'm getting 0.844. And then I need to take the square root of that to get the standard deviation. So I'm going to go times, since I've already got the 39 on there, times 0.844. That gives me the 32.96. Then I need to take the square root of that, and I can certainly hunt for the square root key, but something you might have learned in an earlier course, that if you raise a number to the 1/2 power, to the 0.5 power, that's the same as taking the square root. So the standard deviation for this is, let's see, 5.737 if we do 3 decimal places. So that's part B. And then in part C, we found 27 is that, what's the z-score for this? So we're going to say 27. Let's see, I think I'm going to do it. 27 minus the mean of 39 over the standard deviation of 5.737. And on my calculator, what does that give me? I'm going to do 27 minus 39. And then I need to divide that by the 5.7 number. So on this calculator, on these graphing calculators, I don't know what kind of calculator you're using, I can come up and grab it. Whoops, I meant to put a division sign there. Let's do that. See if I can do that. Or maybe I'm just going to clear it and do it again. The second answer, to get the last calculated answer, so I could just type in -12. And I'm going to divide that by, and let's go grab that number. Whoops. So 2 point, I hit enter twice. So this z-score is a negative 2.09 number. And since that's more than 2 standard deviations away from the mean, we're going to assume that getting a sample, getting 27 uninsured adults is an unusual event. So where we're going to go there eventually is, so does that mean we just had a bad sample, or the 15.6% figure, which gives us an average of 39 people, isn't right? Something is happening there. But that's how you do this problem without having to interpret too much. Okay, hope this helps.